Hi, I'm Monty Jane. Welcome to Food for the City. Today we're going to be making homemade salsa. So what we're going to use for this is tomatoes, onions, garlic, cilantro, corn, black beans, and some seasonings. What we're going to need to pull it off is a couple cutting boards, one small knife, and one badass knife. So the nice thing about homemade salsa, it's quick, it's pretty good for you, and it really impresses the date coming over. So what we're going to do is you're going to grab a tomato first. I like to use vine-ripened tomatoes because they have a better feel or a better taste to them. If you take the tomato and just feel it, just so you can push your thumb in it slightly, it would be perfect in terms of its ripeness. What we're going to do is just going to chop it up real quick. And we want about 1/4 inch slices here. And then when we're done the slices, really quick, just turn it around, just slice it the other way around as well. So nothing too complicated. Take that core, get it out of the way, and just keep doing that for the rest of the tomato. And then we're going to move on to the onions. So once that's done, we're just going to throw that in the bowl. That's ready to go. Onions. Now, red onions are really nice to use because they have a nice sweet flavor to them. And a lot of people stay away from cutting onions because the skin's hard to cut and people cry, but get over the tears. You know, it's not that tough. And cutting an onion doesn't take a lot of peeling. What I do is I cut it in half, cut the ends off, and then take the skin off. So we're just left with a good core onion here. So what we're going to do is just going to quickly dice that. We're going to flip that around. Half the cutting of the onion is already done for you because there's inner rings to it. So what we're going to do here is just quickly, that's pretty much done. We're going to throw that in there. So next we're going to do some garlic. Now, guys, before you do the garlic, just make sure the girlfriend's out of town for the weekend, and make sure you're sleeping alone. Easiest way to cut garlic is just to take it and whack it with a big chef's knife, just like that. What's going to happen is the garlic's going to actually come apart from the skin, and you can just chuck that away, and you're already halfway done the cutting of this garlic. So we're going to do that one more time. Just smash it and get rid of that skin, and you're good to go. What we're going to do is just chop it up a bit. Doesn't have to do a lot of work at this point because there's a secret ingredient we're going to use, which is salt. Salt actually acts as a bit of a sandpaper on this. And I think I put a bit too much salt. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to kind of take that away from the rest of the salt, and we're just going to grind it down into it a bit. It's going to act as a sandpaper, and you see how it's just kind of almost coming into a paste with a lot of liquid seeping out, and it looks very translucent. So just chop that down a little bit more, and that should be all you need to do. The reason why I do this is nobody likes to bite into a big hunk of garlic. So we're ready to go on the garlic now. That goes into the bowl. Let's just clean this off. Cilantro. Cilantro is really quick and easy to cut. What we're going to do is bunch that together. I like to twist it, and then take the knife, and then just cut very fine chunks. Just push down on that, bunch it all together. When you have about 3 or 4 tablespoons, that's good enough. So we're just going to take this cilantro, again, just throw it right in the bowl. Next thing we do is going to go with the lemon. I like using fresh lemon because it gives your food a little bit of an extra zing. It gives your food a bit of a pop as well. A lot of people like to use strainers for their lemons. I don't know, back in my bachelor days, I just got on with what I had. So I'm going to use my God-given strainers, my fingers here. And if you have any extra seeds, I'll just toss them behind you. And that's why we have this towel here, because it keeps your shirt nice and clean. Throw in some black beans. I'd say 1/4 cup of black beans. And a 1/4 cup of corn as well. And we're going to just throw in some olive oil now. I'm sorry, not olive oil, flaxseed oil. It's a little bit different because it's just higher in omega-3s, a little bit healthier for you, so you don't have to worry so much about any kind of couch potato calories that you normally get. A little bit of hot sauce. I'm going to just put that on there, and you're ready to just toss it around now. So what you're going to do is just toss that all around. Just make sure everything's nicely coated. It won't take very long, and you're all done. Get yourself a nice serving bowl. Pour it right out into there. And you're good to go. All you need to do is find yourself a couch, a basketball game, and a bag of nachos, and you got dinner sorted. Stay tuned next time when we're going to be making guacamole. I'm Monty, and you've been watching Food for the City. Cheers, everyone. Oop. Not going to go far without my nachos.